They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 12 yards on the pickup, and the Jets are going to have a first down. Well, the coaches mentioned they weren't as concerned about big play offense. They thought they could get some shorter, quicker stuff and be consistent, and that's kind of what they showed there.
What they saw in preparation, what they saw in film, is a defense that likes to get out fast in terms of coverage. Turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it. We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down. To get on his horse, still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
Come on, let's go!
The play clock's running down. Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Looking right sideline, that's complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
This out. And we can get to the third quarter now. This will be fielded at the 8. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Their dangerous wide receiver with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what, be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. That one goes for 24 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there.
5 in the secondary here on third down. Wide open receiver complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Their big-bodied receiver, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Steps away to his left. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Did you see get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Now whistle.
Because last week, I think you were talking about how quick he was to the hole and how fast he was through the hole. And that created some of those big runs because it allowed some of those second and third level blocks from his offensive line.
They'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way.
About making adjustments. Maybe both defenses took 4 full quarters in order to get an adjustment. Got one good period in for both defenses, and now they go home. You buying tonight?
I thought it was you. I did last week. I did the last 2 weeks.
Oh, I was trying to go for 3.
Dinner on you, Mike. Now a first throw here in overtime. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why.
Season winds down, let's take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Still a lot to play for between now and wildcard weekend, and as usual, seeding should wind up playing a major role in determining who goes on to the Super Bowl. It's the Titans going up against the Bills. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, we wrap up Week 11 with a good Monday nighter between the Tennessee Titans and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and 3 of them to the right side. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give them 11 on the gain there, and it'll give the Bills a first down. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
They're swarming to it and not allowing that to happen. Did not let him get downfield.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills are in for 6. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Guys, now they want to treat it like it's a video game or something. Hit reset. Let's start over, coach. Out of the first 2 series, they don't even matter now. Let's play again. That's not how it works. You're down. You gave up a touchdown. You can't do it again. You have to dig in, grit it out, and fight it out. Reset buttons. It's driving everybody crazy. There are no reset buttons when you're playing in this game.
Preach, Chucky.
It does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, Yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker. Maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And he cuts it out to the sideline. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all...
He's back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out. They'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there with 2 ticks remaining. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
I think what we just saw in that drive, partner, is great practice, preparation, and poise. Not only did they score with little time left for them to retaliate.
Down to the very end, they got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for Buffalo, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Titans, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. That'll do it for...
Premium, at least for one side. The Jets are top 10 at defending the pass, and they'll be going up against the Patriots, who will need to solve that secondary. Set for the call of this Week 15 matchup, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we've got an AFC East matchup between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They've been in a great group. Winners of 7 of their last 10 on the year. On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th.
Right, you see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now's a play caller because that has happened.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay, but in order to get this...
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, an 80-yard touchdown, and the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Well, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that. Able to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on third down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Their big-bodied receiver, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that
teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Jets, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So that'll just about...
It would be no surprise if today's matchup turns into a grinded-out affair. The Bills are #1 in defensive yards allowed, and they go up against the Dolphins, who will need to be sharp on offense. So, with the call of this Week 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
Meanwhile, and on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more. The guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are...
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
Touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle.
Win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, Boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Bills, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Miami, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So that'll do it for...
Don't make no difference. Set off in search of satisfaction, rattling my replacement heart.